SaaS scheduler is lying to you. It says it books interview panels automatically, but it quietly assumes every interviewer lives on the same calendar system. The moment one partner is on Fastmail and another is on Outlook, the whole thing collapses back to email ping-pong. If you're a founder or ops lead trying to hire seniors and you're spending 2 days a week chasing 4 calendars, this is for you. I'll show you the exact N8N workflow that resolves 4 calendars across 3 systems in under 3 seconds and books a panel for 12 cents. I'm Lazar. I build these systems for hiring teams every week. Here's the part every scheduler vendor hides. Let's start with the actual failure mode, because until you see it, you'll keep buying tools that don't fix it. Picture a boutique consultancy. 4 partners, they hire 8 to 12 seniors a year. Partner 1 lives in Google Workspace. Partner 2 is on Microsoft 365 because of a legacy client. Partner 3 uses Fastmail with CalDAV because she values privacy. Partner 4 floats between 2 Google accounts. A candidate clears the screen, and now you need to book a 45-minute panel with all 4 of them inside the next 2 weeks. The old process took 2.3 days on average and 18 back and forth emails per candidate. Multiply that by 12 hires a year, and you've burned an entire month of coordinator time on nothing but scheduling. Now here's what happens when you try to fix it with the obvious tools. Monday Recruiter, Calendly Teams. Every shiny AI scheduler out there, they all quietly require one thing. Everyone has to be on the same calendar ecosystem, or you have to force the outliers to connect their calendar through some third-party sync tool that breaks every 3 weeks when a token expires. The tool doesn't fail loudly. It just silently ignores Partner 3's real availability and books over her yoga class. She shows up angry. The candidate gets rescheduled, and now you're back to email. The problem isn't back and forth email. The problem is cross-system availability. Every scheduler that markets itself as an AI recruiter is solving the wrong problem because solving the real one is boring plumbing, and they can't put it on a landing page. Okay, so here's what we build instead. The stack is N8N self-hosted, which means 0 per seat cost. 3 calendar nodes running in parallel. For Google interviewers, the native Google Calendar node hitting the free busy endpoint. For Outlook, the Microsoft Graph node hitting the same free busy query. For Fastmail or any CalDAV calendar, a generic HTTP request node pulling the ICS feed with basic auth. All 3 fire in parallel. They return busy intervals for the next 14 days, and they dump into a merge node. Step 2 is the interval intersection. This is a 40-line Python function node. You take each interviewer's busy blocks, invert them into free blocks, then intersect all 4 sets to find windows where every single person is free. Then you slide a 45-minute window across those intersections, and you emit every valid start time. On 4 calendars over a 2-week horizon, this runs in under 200 milliseconds. No AI needed for this part. It's just math. And math is cheaper and more reliable than an LM for anything deterministic. Step 3 is where Claude Haiku earns its 12 cents. You feed it the list of valid slots plus a small ranking rubric. Avoid the 30 minutes after lunch because panel energy is dead. Avoid Friday after 3 because half the candidates mentally check out. Cluster the senior partner first in the sequence because their reg carries the most weight. Prefer Tuesday through Thursday. Haiku returns the top 3 slots ranked, plus a 2-sentence rationale you can log for audit. Total cost per call, about 8 cents. Step 4. The same Haiku call drafts the candidate email. 3 slot options. Time zone aware with a 1-click confirmation link that writes back to the workflow. Step 5. When the candidate picks a slot, N8N creates the calendar invite on all 4 interviewer calendars using each one's native protocol, writes the booking record into the ATS via API or a simple Postgres row if the ATS is thin, and sends a Telegram ping to the coordinator saying, "Panel booked. Here's the slot. Here's the candidate one-pager." Saying, "Panel booked. Here's the slot. Here's the candidate one-page." Total per panel cost, 12 cents in Claude calls. Infrastructure cost, 0. Because N8N is running on a home server that already exists. Compare that to Calendly Teams at $16 per seat per month, times 4 seats plus Monday Recruiter at whatever they're charging this quarter. And you're looking at a payback period measured in days. Let me show you the actual booking loop. On the screen right now, a candidate has just cleared the technical screen. The workflow triggers. You can see the 3 calendar nodes light up in parallel. Google returns in 800 milliseconds. Graph returns in 1.5 seconds. CalDAV returns in 2 seconds because Fastmail's endpoint is slower. Merge node fires. Python function runs the intersection, finds 17 valid 45-minute windows across the next 10 business days. Haiku ranks them. Picks 3. Drafts the email. Total elapsed time from trigger to email sent, 14 seconds. The candidate replies with slot 2. 4 calendar invites go out. ATS gets updated. Coordinator gets the telegram. 0 human touches. Now the honest caveats. Because I don't sell you fairy tales. CalDAV endpoints can rate limit you if you poll too aggressively. So cache free busy for 15 minutes. Microsoft Graph tokens expire and the refresh flow is annoying to set up the first time. Budget 2 hours for that. The full N8N workflow, JSON, and the interval intersection function node are on bizflowai.io. Import it, plug in your calendar credentials, and you can be booking panels tonight. Hit subscribe and ring the bell so the next automation breakdown lands in your feed. Because next week I'm showing you the offer letter agent that ends this same series. And if you want this wired straight into your ATS with your rubric and your interviewers, book a free 30-minute discovery call at bizflowai.io. That's exactly what my team ships.